this is one thing that I want people to think about, that something that I haven't thought about. So you not only have the low prices for the crops that across the board, I would say, you have a lot of farmers that had damage from Barry that came in and dumped double-digit amounts of rain. So in our fields, the soybean fields that were not the ones that made it through all of that rain, but they're seeing something else that they're having to do right now, which is extremely costly. They have added fungus pressure and insect pressure because of all the moisture that just sat on those beans for so long. So in addition to, they've already sprayed fungicide, they've already sprayed pesticides once this year, they're having to do that again. So that is a huge added cost that most of them didn't anticipate. So these MFP payments are literally going to help them get back to even. At this point, I'd say for a lot of farmers in the state, profit is out of the. It's just not in the cards this year.
It's get back to even maybe. I mean, that's the big thing about that. And from what I talked to with them in the fields, especially up in Tensaw Parish, and the point I made in my story was that a lot of this, especially when you start thinking about bailouts, the question comes, do we want farming in the United States? Do we trust other countries to make our food for us? The reality is that farmers could get this payment year after year after year just in a normal course of business because, like you brought up, there's all of these hidden expenses that come up.
That don't have to do with the markets.
That don't have to do with the markets or anything else that ultimately they eat. I mean, consumers never pass on the cost to consumers. They have a ceiling on their prices. So all of this is about whether or not we want to support agriculture in Louisiana and the United States.
But also, folks, you need to think about, you're not growing the food that you're eating. Okay, you're free to go and have whatever life you want. You want to be a public relations professional? Hey, you get to do it. Why? Because you don't have to grow your own food. So you're paying to make sure that someone is still there to grow your food tomorrow. Because if we lose our farms, you now lose your ability to follow the career path you've chosen.